move your life forward in the most positive way using astrology? Then let's talk about the astrological patterns for October 2015. The month begins with Mars in Virgo and Mercury still retrograde in Libra. Remember, Mercury started the retrograde pattern on September 17th, and it's close to going direct, but the month begins with it still retrograde. So for the first week, you're still going to be integrating and processing the special message that Mercury in Libra has for you. More about that in a second. On October 8th, we have a dynamic change because Venus, the planet of relationships, the planet of social energy, enters Virgo, and it joins Mars and Jupiter. Now, what is special about this is that you're going to have those three planets in Virgo, and they are opposite Neptune, the planet of spirituality and creativity. And those planets will be forming a wide square to Saturn. This sets up a very important dynamic. And in a sense, we're seeing it play out in Europe right now with the Syrian refugees, because this incredible pattern with Virgo, Pisces, and Sagittarius is really focused on helping us to understand compassion and our ideals and bringing it into the practical world. You know, it's that question of how do we serve people and how do we stay in love and how do we make it practical? So we have that special dynamic of idealism and compassion working with practicality, trying to create a workable plan, and that's going to be present for the entire month of October. Then on October 9th, Mercury goes direct in Libra, and it's turning direct at a special point in the zodiac. It's called the Aries point, which is a 0 degree of a cardinal sign. Now, the Aries point has a lot of natural visibility and public projection. So it's going to be interesting in that early part of October, around the 9th, to see what is coming out in the news at that time. It's a very visible energy that will be taking place with Mercury. There may be some new decisions that are made in your personal life at that time because Mercury changes directions. But the bottom line with this is you need to understand that as Mercury goes direct, you are now going to put in place all the things you've been rolling around in your mind since it went retrograde. All the things that you've been redoing or re-examining will start to move forward now. And as Mercury travels through Libra for the rest of October, you're going to see the seeds that you planted in September start to grow and move forward. On October 12th, there's a very special day for that Mercury energy regarding all the things that you re-examined with that retrograde cycle, because we have a new moon that day in Libra. This new moon has a very dynamic configuration because it's going to be opposite Uranus and square Pluto, and Mercury is very involved. So expect some beautiful astrological blossoming, but also pressure at that point. And again, I'm going to explore that in the new moon video. And then at the end of the month, just before Halloween, we have the full moon in Taurus. This is a particularly earthy, practical time because of all those Virgo planets. Now, this is going to be a time when you stabilize all the things that you've been working on for the last few months. I recommend perhaps a tree meditation. I frequently lead this in my meditation classes with students, and that is you sort of send your energy down into the earth, imagining that your energy branches out like the roots of a tree, and you connect with Mother Earth, and then you allow that energy to come back up into your body and to nourish you. But it's that sense of sending down roots, a stable root pattern where you are grounded and where you are solid, because that's what the full moon in Taurus is really about, creating a solid foundation, consistency, practicality, and it's really about being steady because that's the Taurus energy. So to summarize the astrological patterns for October, simply remember the three key dates: October 8th and 9th, the 12th, and the 27th. The 8th and 9th, we have Mercury going direct and Venus entering Virgo, highlighting that need to understand that there has to be that perfect balance between compassion and practicality. On October 12th, we have the new moon, very, very dynamic in Libra, and that's going to create some important pressure points for negotiation and individualism. And then on the 27th, we have that big full moon in Taurus. I always love the full moon in Taurus because it is so nourishing and grounding. Enjoy the month of October. Thank you. I'm Kathy Rose.